could a game about fishing be so boring? Hey people, I'm out on the lake trying to catch some new video ideas. Oh boy, I hope we can talk about snails in this one. Holy cow, this may be it. It's the turtle from Fortnite!
Well, my name's Dave, actually, and what in Sam Hill are you doing here? This is private property. Didn't you read the signs anywhere?
No, I couldn't read it. I thought it was for free burgers.
What are you trying to do anyways? There's no fish here. There's only 1-2 Switch for the Nintendo Switch.
Well, that explains the smell. So, do you have any video ideas for me?
Well, I heard some kids over yonder talking about this newfangled Roblox game called Fisch. If you like fishing here, why not give it a try?
Alright, I'll give it a shot. Pretty Uneducated, Fisch is a recent Roblox game made by a group called Fisching back in 2024. On the surface, this game is simple, as you will, fish with or without the sea. You catch these fish with, well, fishing rods and bait, which we will get into later. You sell fish that you caught for money, and you can use that money to buy things like rods, boats, and even a barrel. This game also has a few little more things to do, like hop on a boat and explore the map, place down crab cages, and even do quests from random people on these various islands. These islands have around 300 fish and other creatures in them, so if you want to make yourself miserable for a while, you can try and catch them all. But just to warn you, these fish you catch are completely random, and some of them are a lot more rare than others. There's also secrets to find, even if finding some secrets are mandatory later in the line. So have fun catching over 300 fish with over 400,000 variations to them, at least according to the description. So try your best to catch, explore, and see what funny variations you can get.
Well, that doesn't seem half bad. Sounds simple enough. Is there anything I should know before I play?
Here's a list. Read it and come back to me afterward. This game can get very confusing, as for some reason, this game's kind of like the Atlantic Ocean. There's a lot of depth, there's a lot of things we don't know about it, and there's a lot of fishing. This game's tutorial is fairly lacking, as it barely tells you what's actually happening in the game, and there's some very, very dire information that you'll need to know before even touching a rod, that you'll never know unless you just search it up. Generally, I played this game for over 20 hours now, and I still have no idea what's going on. For example, some of the baits have this stat called Preferred Luck on them. Preferred Luck means that these baits only work on specific fish. Which ones, you may be asking? I have no idea. There's literally nowhere in this game that actually tells you. This stat can be confusing to new players, as alongside what I just mentioned, there's also a stat called Universal Luck, which increases the luck of catching all fish. Having two different lucks can already be confusing, and you can get them mixed up fairly often. You can't even use simple logic to figure out which bait's better for which fish, as most of them make no sense. Genuinely, why do you use a magnet to catch a jellyfish? And if you think the lures are confusing, just wait until you hear about the rest of the game. For example, if you want to get the Trident rod, a good rod, when you're about halfway through the game, which is over 20 hours by the way, you have to find this tiny island beside another island, then go directly north, but don't forget it, and then find this tiny buoy. Go under the tiny buoy, then travel underwater this incredibly dark place which you can barely see out of, which has mines that instantly kill you if you bump into them, then find a small crack in the wall, swim up out of it, then dive down again to find a structure with ribs in it, then swim the small hole behind the ribs, manage to traverse that, then go up to get into the room with a trident rod. Getting here can take around 5 to 10 minutes, so I apologize if you die, because you're going to have to start that process all over again. And may I remind you, nothing in the game tells you about this. This isn't even the only rod like this. For certain rods, you need to find this place called Vertigo, which you can only find by a strange whirlpool, which can only spawn randomly in this big ocean for a limited time. So good luck waiting 5 to 10 minutes if you want to go down there. As you can imagine, the progression system is kind of crazy here. As if you want to go for the game with the best equipment, you're going to need to travel and hope that you're doing the right thing, because the game tells you nothing, and you're just going to spend hours running around in circles trying to figure out what in the world to do next.
Well, is the game at least quick enough where you don't have to worry about the confusing stuff and get back to the game?
No! Man, this game's so slow. Everything in this game, to simply catching fish or getting a new rod, takes a very long time. To simply catch a fish, you need to tap on these little buttons as they shake on them, then play an incredibly boring mini game where you try to get your square inside the fish's little tiny square. Rinse and repeat that process hundreds, if not thousands of times, as there's no variety in these mini games, and the one you have gets old fairly quickly. Simply catching one fish with a good rod can take about 20 seconds, and then there's other rods, like the steady rod, which can take up to 30. This would be that bad if you didn't have to catch hundreds, if not thousands of fish of progress in the game. It's not even like each catch is rewarding, as may I have to remind you, this is a luck game. Sometimes you're gonna have to spend that time catching trash, and other times, very rarely, you're gonna find a really good fish, which can sometimes take a few minutes to catch, as the minigame will go slower for certain fish. And that's not even considering the fact that if you failed a minigame, you have to restart that process all over again. And it's not even just a fishing. Simply trying to get to the islands in this game can be difficult. As if you don't have enough money to afford a good boat, trying to get to the other islands can take a very long time. There's no no fast travel after you unlock the area. There's no way just to get teleported out where you need to go. No, you must take minutes just to get to your destination and spend your time fishing, which already takes a long time. Even then, going to some islands are completely useless, as some islands just simply have better fish. So you may just be wasting your time going to an island, as there are just better ones out there. And not even try doing quests, as they don't reward much. It's just better for you to keep clicking away trying to get a good fish. You may be thinking, Derp, oh you silly old ragamuffin you. If the progression is speed, then who cares about how long it takes to do stuff? If things constantly feel new and fun, then it's alright if it takes a while. Well, I'm sorry, but you're wrong! This game has a terrible grind attached to it, as most of the grinding is extremely luck-based. As you may spend hours trying to catch fish, and all you get from the fish are mere pennies, because, oh, you just weren't lucky enough. Just get back out there and win big. Only 99% of gamblers quit before they hit a big, you know. And also, the progression in this game just spikes, as the money you have to spend on good rods will triple, with you getting no major luck benefits of getting a new one. For example, the Fish Wikipedia tells us that the best rods to get to regress is a steady rod, which is 7,000 cash, not bad. Then the Arctic rod, which is 25,000 cash, oh dear gosh. And then you have to get the Trident rod, which is 150,000 cash. Doesn't even stop at that. Fill up the entire bestiary, this game's version of the Pokédex, for a secret area in the game, and find 5 enchant relics, which can cost you another 55,000 cash, and you better not leave the game when trying to unlock the Trident rod, as if you so happen to place down the 5 ancient relics like what you're supposed to do, and leave, you lost the ancient relics, have to start that part all over again. Isn't just like there's a warning placing them? No, because this game tells you nothing. Have fun grinding, then screwing up, because of course a game that you're supposed to play on and off won't save your progress. I almost lost my cool there. Anyways, for the research of this video, I decided to grind up until a Trident rod, which is perfectly the halfway mark in the game, and it took me 21 hours to get to that point. And this is with paying money to get luck boosts, and by joining private servers they can only get to by joining a Discord. So you get even more luck boosts like Aurora Borealis. So if you're the average Joe that didn't want to pay any money or use any Discord, this game will take you even longer. That's probably why people in the game are starting to use the scum of the Roblox platform, macros. If you don't know what macros are, then watch my Beastorm Simulator video, as it goes into them in more detail. But for now, the TLDR, as people say. Macros basically play the game for you. If a game has macros, that means it'll probably take you a very long time to beat the game.
Well, that don't sound good at all. I got a job and kids. I can't spend my time playing long games. There must be something good to this game, right?
No, I haven't even gotten to the worst part. Yeah, this game's one of those games. The entire game is built around luck. To progress quickly, you need to catch the rare fish. To get the better rods quickly, you need to catch rare fish. And to level up, you need to catch rare fish. To do anything in this game, you just need to keep fishing and fishing and hope you get a rare fish so you can get a better rod, to keep fishing and fishing to hope you get a rare fish. Most rods still just don't give a significant luck boost to help you catch good fish, so when playing it just feels like you're going nowhere, and the only thing changing is how long it'll be until you get a new rod. The only way to boost your luck is to use baits, which can only help a little tiny bit, find Merlin, a random NPC, which is found in a little tiny section of the island that the game never tells you about, or pay money. You can't even just simply grind for all the bad fish and slowly but surely make enough money to get rods, because when you get to the halfway mark, you have to complete parts of the bestiary, which means that you have to catch every fish in a certain area, and believe me, it's not easy. For example, to get the Trident rod, you need to complete the bestiary section of the Desolate Deep, or the place where Trident is located, and to do this, you need to catch the Emperor Jellyfish and the Sea Mine. These things are the most ridiculous things to get, as you need to spend literal hours just to get a slim chance of finding one. So I hope that you're ready to waste your valuable day going. You can waste all your resource on luck and join the best private servers, and you'll still have a chance just not getting it, because there's no skill or strategies in this game. All you do is just tap away and spend in-game or real money to boost your luck temporarily, and that's just for the Emperor Jellyfish. There's also the Sea Mine. For the Sea Mine, the gameplay is even worse. You click, wait 2 to 5 minutes, and open it. Feels like growing loot boxes in a garden. That's probably one of the most annoying things you can get in this game, as it'll take you thousands of crates to find. You want more advice for this game? Well, just keep gambling, because there's nothing else you can do. No pity system where your luck goes up after fishing for a while. No way of increasing the luck by being better at the minigame. Nothing.
Boy, I've had it up to here with your negativity on this Roblox game. You're lucky I ain't kicking you out of this lake anyway. As long as you're still trespassing. You want to stay here, you gotta talk positive.
What do you mean positive? You can't tell me what to do. I spent 20 hours tapping on a screen. My non-existence fingers are numb. My sanity has reached a new low. I deserve to talk bad about this game and for you to listen to me.
You heard me. If you don't stop complaining and tell me something positive, I'm gonna send you out of here so fast it'll make your head spin, you hear?
Yes, sir. Despite all the flaws in this game, there can still be some good here. Overall, I have to give props to the community, as people I ran into seem to be very nice and helpful. This map has a lot of fun secrets to find, and if the boats route's a little bit faster, this game will be fun just to run around and see everything that there is to it. That and the amount of fish in this game is incredibly impressive, as each one of the 300 fish had to be modeled and coded in, along with a description. Even some of them just look completely different with the shiny modification. Models look great and can fit into the classic Roblox aesthetic that this game seems to be going for really well. It would be easy just to make the fish different colored blocks and just give them names, so it's really nice seeing the extra effort, and I think it was really worth it. It's also nice to see an RNG game that isn't that pay to win, as luckily unlike certain games, you have to work for what you need and you can't just simply buy it with Robux. There's no way to buy fish in the game, which is great. You can still buy stuff that can significantly help you out, but you still have to put some effort into it, which is really nice to see. There's also some fun to be had of how ludicrously big these fish can get. Just look at my squid! If you like this game, then that's perfectly fine. I personally just don't like games that rely on luck, as I'm usually not the luckiest when it comes to it. I personally prefer skill-based games that are completely off the walls, where I rely on my own abilities to win. Don't take this video as me telling you to stop playing a game that you enjoy, as it's just all my personal opinion after all. If you feel like there's something good about this game that I missed, you can tell me in the comments below. This game obviously had a lot of effort put into it, and it really does show. This game could have been a charming, laid-back game, and it's really sad that all this effort is just toward another boring RNG game to throw into the pile. Well, that's about it. Thanks for listening to me scream about fishes, and I hope that you know that you're loved.
So this is where you went.
Could you stop running off when we go to Walmart? This is the third time this week.
Well, I'm sorry that I don't want to look at the ham for an hour there.
That's literally your choice. Nobody is forcing you to do that.
Why did you even come here? It smells funny, and there's that turtle from Fortnite here.
It's Dave.
Yeah. Anyways, if you really want to go fishing, just play that Roblox game.
No!